Have you ever wondered how Instagram handles the millions of photos and how handles YouTube streams millions of videos at the same time? Okay, so these companies don't just write a good code, they build a system that can handles millions of users. That exactly what system design is. Okay, if you are preparing for software engineers ring and interviews, or you want to become a backend developer, so this one of the most reliable skills you can learn. In this course I will teach you the system design from absolute beginner to advanced using simple language and real world problems. So by the end of the today's lesson you will understand what is system design, why it's matter, and how every large scale application work behind the scene. So let's start it. Hi everyone. So I am Tarun and welcome back to my YouTube channel Quick to Learn. So this is the episode 1 of our complete system design series. Over the next few we will learn everything. Like first I will explain you the client server architecture. Okay, and then I will explain you the HTTP and HTTPS. Third, I will explain you the load balancer, why we use load balancer and where we use this, and also the database, how we can scale the database, right? And Redis, why we use Redis, and Kafka and the microservices. I will explain this too in our upcoming lectures, and I also design the things like designing YouTube, how we can design YouTube, and YouTube how handles the millions of user at once. Okay, and also design the WhatsApp design, and Instagram, how Instagram handles the millions of photos at same time. So this is what we discussed in our upcoming lectures. Okay, so if you want to miss any episode, so subscribe to our channels and let's begin. So what is system design? What is system design? So imagine you build one website. Okay, you build one website, and like only 20 students use it. Okay, everything works perfectly. Now imagine the website become popular. Currently it's a small application. Okay, 20 user use. Okay, and now imagine the website become popular. Now website become popular. So what happening? Within few months your user increase from 20 to millions. Okay, so starting it every day. So suddenly the website becomes slow. Suddenly, what happening? Website slow. User cannot log in. And what happening? Like page stop loading. And what happening? Others the server crashes. Okay, so this is become the this is not like. Now you can ask yourself, is my code bad? Is this my code bad? So no, this is not the problem of your code. This is the problem of your design. So the problem is that application was never designed to handle the millions of user or much traffic. So this is where the system design came into the picture. Okay, system design. Up now I will explain what is system design. So system design is the process of planning and building softwares. Okay, so this is system design. We need to think how our application work when the traffic increase, how they respond fast, is this secure or unsecure. So this is some points where the system design came into picture, and we need to understand how system design handles millions of requests. So if we use the system design in your project, that previous is the 20 user, and after some popularity it's like millions of user. So if system design exists in that code, so what happens, they can faster the response, reliable means never crashes, third what, scalable means if users increase, so the system also is scalable, fourth, secure, providing the security and easy to maintain. So this is what the system design. So here today's lecture we will understand what is system design. In upcoming videos we will understand the other things, and also I will explain you, okay, why should you learn system design. Okay, so many beginners ask, I am learning Java or Python, why should I learn the system design? So that's the great answer, that's the great question. So writing code teach you how to solve one problem. Okay, for example, system design teach you how to solve millions of problems at the same time. So for example, you know how to create login API. Okay, but you can your login API handles 5 million user in the same time? Okay, now like first question, create one login API. Okay, this is simple, this is simple, but this API handles millions of milli 5 5 millions user at same time. That's the system design. So top companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, Netflix ask system design question because they want engineers who can build scalable product. Even if you are not preparing for interviews, understanding system design will make you better developers. Okay, so I will take the real life example of Instagram as example. Okay, okay, so when you upload a photo, the image is uploaded. Okay, I will take the example of Instagram. Okay, first upload image, you can like the image is uploaded. Okay, the photo is compressed and the image is stored, follower receive notification, your feed is updated, so the image become available worldwide. So do you think one server does all this? No, the different servers work together. This is what system design diagram looks like. I will explain you the diagram. First, user, right, typing load balancer. I will explain what is load balancer and all of these things. Load balancer. Now application server. This is the server application where our application exists. Okay, so in this we have the different things. Okay, we have the different things. Wait a minute. Wait. So in application there is a most of the things. Okay, so in this we have the Redis cache. Okay, first is the Redis cache, and second is database, third is message queue, fourth is cloud storage. So we will learn each of these components in our upcoming videos. So goals of good system design is like a good system importance qualities. Okay, so scalability, what is scalability? Like we can back to this scalability. Okay, what is scalability? Can your application grow the user 100 to millions without major redesign? So example, Netflix scaling during the release of popular show. So this is what is scalable. And availability means the application should remain online even if your Google search went down for an hour. Okay, so millions of users would be affected. So reliability, what is reliability? When you send money through banking app, okay, so you expect the transaction to happen exactly once. Reliability system. And what is performance? User expect application to be response quickly. So nobody likes waiting 10 seconds for a page to load. So performance means minimizing the response time. On what is security? What is security? And the security is application must protect user data. Like this include encryption, authentication, authorization, secure communication. Security become increasingly important as system grow. So this is what where the system design came into picture. And like functional and non-functional requirement, when you like when a system design engineer first get a requirement, the functional requirement is like this describe what the system should look eh, for what to do. And non-functional requirement this describe how well the system should work. So there is a two things where we can gather the requirement from the user. Okay, so functional and non-functional requirement. Okay, so what is functional requirement? Functional requirement means how system should work, and non-functional means how system behave. Non-functional, how the system behave for high traffic. So this is what functional and non-functional requirements. So here today's like in the next lesson we will answer a simple but important question: what happens when you type www.google.com into our browser and press enter? So we will explore client server architectures, how requests travel across the internet and application communicate. So don't miss it. So thank you guys for giving me this precious time. Bye.